Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear Excellency, Kiai Haji Mutawakil Alaullah SHMM, as the Director of Zainul Hasan Boarding School. Dear Excellency, Dr. Abdul Aziz MAG, as the Rector of Zainul Hasan University. The Honorable Mr. Zainuddin, as the Dean Faculty of Educational, Scientific and Teaching, and the Honorable Mr. Bani Hamdani as the Chief of English Education Department, and respectable all of lecturers of English Education Department, and unforgettable all of my friends in English Education Department who are loved by our God. Amen. First of all, let's thanks to Allah who has given us the mercy and blessings so we can attend this meeting with happy situations and good conditions. Secondly, may salawat and salam be with our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, who has guided us from the stupidity era to the cleverness era in this world as well as in the next world. Thirdly, I don't forget to say thank you so much to the Master of Ceremony who has given me the opportunity to deliver my speech. But before deliver my speech, let me introduce myself. So my name is Ma'rufatul Aidwi Nurlita, and usually people call me Ayu. And my speech is about how important to learn English. Ladies and gentlemen, English is an international language because English is very universal and used for communicate among people around the world. We will not be separated from this English language because this language can exist everywhere, like on the computer, on the internet, or even on the mobile phone. From this statement, we can know that English is exactly beneficial for our life. For me, English is very important because English allows me to develop and interact as social beings. In this case, developing means to follow the modern era of globalizations and to compete for a success as a student. And also, in this case, the interaction where we can communicate with the other people around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we are is Indonesian people. Even if we live in Probolinggo, a small city, but we have to communicate in English because tourism is growing now. And to reach this goal, we have to mastering our traditional language, traditional custom, and traditional habits. Because it's impossible, we can explain and introduce our culture to foreigner if we don't understand and be able to speak English. Ladies and gentlemen, there are so many Indonesian people who can speak English. The main reason is they are lazy to learn English because it's not used in their daily lives. Some of Indonesian people maybe think that it's not necessary to be able to master English. Because we live in Indonesia, we use Indonesian language and all of our families are Indonesian people. And the others maybe think that English is difficult lesson, so they are reluctant to learn English. But from now, we have to change our mind. Why? Because we live in modern era and we have to compete with the other people, with the other person in the world. And we have to reach our dream, and it will helpful if we can communicate in English. There are so many information that we can get from the internet, and it very useful for us as a student. By internet, we can find information about everything that will be support our knowledge, and it will be easier if we know English well. Ladies and gentlemen, moreover, English is a fun language. And we can learn English in some easy ways. For example, we can develop our vocabularies by games or listening to English songs or maybe watching Hollywood movies. And I think that's all of my speech. We can conclude that English is very important and also learning English is important. And if we have a strong will, I believe we can develop our English so on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for all my mistakes and thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.